Space. It's bigger than big, bigger than huge. Hi, I am Sushanth and we will continue our exploration of space. It's the biggest thing we know. Imagine the biggest thing you can, then multiply it by infinity. That's space. And it's filled with amazing things. Out there, trillions of stars are scattered across the universe. Some stars are like our sun, providing light and warmth to their own families of planets. We live on a planet called Earth, a tiny blue marble orbiting our sun. When we look up at the night sky, we are peering into the vast cosmic ocean. We see points of light, some faint, some bright. These are stars, galaxies, planets, and other celestial objects that make up the universe. Our journey begins with the smallest of these objects, but don't be fooled by their size. These celestial wanderers have shaped our solar system and even our planet. Let's talk about space rocks. Asteroids are rocky remnants left over from the early formation of our solar system, kind of like cosmic building blocks. They come in all shapes and sizes, from small pebbles to hundreds of miles wide. Most asteroids hang out in a region called the asteroid belt, located between Mars and Jupiter. Comets, on the other hand, are like cosmic snowballs. They are made up of ice, dust, and rock. They also orbit the sun, but their paths are much more elliptical. As a comet gets closer to the sun, the heat vaporizes the ice, creating a beautiful tail that can stretch for millions of kilometers. Now picture a small piece of space debris, perhaps a tiny asteroid or a fragment of a comet, entering the Earth's atmosphere. As it speeds through the air, it heats up and burns brightly, creating a streak of light we call a meteor, or a shooting star. Most meteors burn up completely before they hit the ground. Occasionally, a larger meteoroid survives its fiery journey through the atmosphere and makes it to the Earth's surface. We call these space rocks meteorites. By studying meteorites, scientists can learn about the composition of other objects in our solar system. Stars, those twinkling points of light in the night sky, are much more than meets the eye. They are giant balls of hot gas, primarily hydrogen and helium, undergoing a process called nuclear fusion. This process releases an incredible amount of energy in the form of light and heat. Our sun is a star, a rather ordinary one, but a star nonetheless. Stars are born in enormous clouds of gas and dust called nebulae. Over millions of years, gravity pulls the gas and dust together, causing it to heat up and eventually ignite nuclear fusion. Stars can vary in size, temperature, and brightness. Galaxies are vast collections of stars, gas, dust, and dark matter, held together by gravity. Our sun and solar system are just one small part of a much larger galaxy called the Milky Way. If you could see the Milky Way from above, it would look like a giant spiral with long, curving arms. Planets, unlike stars, do not produce their own light. They shine by reflecting light from their host stars. Planets orbit stars in a specific path, held in place by the star's gravity. Our solar system has 8 planets, each with its own unique characteristics. For centuries, humans have looked up at the stars and found patterns. We call these patterns constellations. Constellations are like connect-the-dots pictures in the sky, helping us navigate and tell stories. One of the most recognizable constellations in the northern hemisphere is Ursa Major, the Great Bear. It's easy to spot because of its 7 brightest stars, which form the shape of a dipper. The 2 stars at the end of the dipper's handle point to Polaris, the North Star. Ursa Minor, the Little Bear, is a smaller version of Ursa Major and is located nearby. At the end of Ursa Minor's handle is Polaris, the North Star, which has been used for navigation for centuries because it always appears in the same spot in the sky. Orion, the Hunter, is another prominent constellation visible during the winter months. It's easy to recognize by its 3 stars that form Orion's belt. And then there's Cassiopeia, the Queen, which looks like a giant W or M, depending on the time of year. Section 5. The Lunar Dance and Earth's Faithful Companion. Our closest celestial neighbor, the Moon, is a fascinating object. It's a natural satellite that orbits the Earth, held in place by gravity. The Moon doesn't emit its own light, but shines by reflecting sunlight. As the Moon orbits the Earth, we see different amounts of its illuminated surface, creating the phases of the Moon. The lunar cycle begins with the new moon, when the Moon is between the Earth and the Sun. We can't see the new moon because the side facing us is not illuminated. As the Moon continues its orbit, we see more and more of the illuminated side. This is the waxing crescent phase, followed by the first quarter moon. when we see half of the illuminated surface. The waxing gibbous phase leads to the full moon when the entire face of the moon is illuminated. After the full moon, the illuminated portion decreases, passing through the waning gibbous, third quarter, and waning crescent phases before returning to the new moon. Section 6. Eyes in the Sky Artificial Satellites. Humans have also launched our own objects into space. These are artificial satellites and they orbit the Earth, other planets, or even the Sun. Artificial satellites come in all shapes and sizes and they serve a wide range of purposes. Some artificial satellites are used for communication, relaying television, telephone, and internet signals around the globe. Others are used for navigation, like the GPS satellites that help us find our way. Still, others are used for scientific research, observing the Earth, the Sun, and other objects in space. Space telescopes are a special type of artificial satellite that orbit above Earth's atmosphere, giving them a clear view of the universe. Because they are not hindered by the blurring effects of the atmosphere, space telescopes can capture incredibly sharp images of distant galaxies and other celestial wonders. Section 7. Cosmic Clocks and Celestial Navigation. Celestial objects have played a crucial role in human history, shaping our understanding of time and our place in the universe. For centuries, people have used the movements of the sun, moon, and stars to track time and navigate. The Earth's rotation on its axis gives us the cycle of day and night. The Earth's revolution around the sun, along with the tilt of its axis, gives us the seasons. Ancient civilizations developed calendars based on these celestial cycles, allowing them to predict planting and harvesting times. Celestial navigation, the art of using the stars to find one's way, has been practiced for centuries. Sailors relied on the stars to guide them across vast oceans, using instruments like the sextant to measure the angles between celestial objects and the horizon. Section 8. When celestial bodies align eclipses. Eclipses occur when the sun, earth, and moon align in a straight or nearly straight line. A solar eclipse happens when the moon passes between the sun and the earth, casting a shadow on Earth. The moon's shadow can completely or partially block the sun's light, creating a spectacular celestial event. A lunar eclipse occurs when the Earth passes between the sun and the moon, casting a shadow on the moon. During a total lunar eclipse, the moon can take on a reddish hue as it passes through the Earth's shadow. Eclipses are not everyday occurrences, but they are predictable events. Scientists can calculate the dates and times of eclipses far in advance, allowing people around the world to witness these awe-inspiring celestial phenomena. Section 9. An Everlasting Frontier. From asteroids to galaxies, from the phases of the moon to the constellations in the night sky, the universe is filled with wonder and mystery. By studying these celestial objects, we gain a deeper appreciation for the vastness of space and our place within it. The exploration of space is an ongoing journey, and as we continue to learn more about the universe, we unlock new secrets and inspire future generations to reach for the stars. So, the next time you look up at the night sky, remember that you are looking at the cosmic ocean, filled with countless wonders waiting to be discovered. Keep exploring, keep questioning, and never lose your sense of awe and wonder.